Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake Its Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. It is October 2nd, 2024, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe. Then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the blog, and head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast, updated every Thursday, and check out all the social links and make sure to follow me on all the different social platforms. And let's get into it, shall we? So, how the hell are you doing? Um, I'm doing a little bit better, still battling with some of the depression and stuff. But just pushing through the best that I can. And I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but all of a sudden, my two printers don't want to work with my computer anymore. The newer of the two just decided that it doesn't want to broadcast to the network, and I'm like, that's not really a option here, little computer. I kind of need you to broadcast to the network so I can print it to you. And if I can't print to you via the network, then I at the very least need to be able to print to you using a like USB connection or something. And it's like, no, but do you? But I mean, do you? So yeah, I don't know. I'm in the process of reinstalling like all the drivers and all the software for my original printer and the new printer. So, because the program that I use to scan doesn't even want to pick up the old printer, and it's like, no, this printer doesn't exist. I'm like, you of all things, you do exist. You've been around for like 12 years. You're going to fucking work. It hasn't been quite 12 years, but close enough. So, um, and what's interesting and weird is that I can get them to print independently of one another as long as the computer's not involved. So if I just need to scan something and it'll print it out, but I can't get it to scan to the computer. So there's only one thing that I have done that may be the cause of it all, and I installed my Wacom tablet. And if you don't know what that is, it's a digital drawing board, usually used for graphic design and stuff like that. And I just wanted to play around with it on this computer, and well, that's the only thing I can think of that is like throwing everything for a loop, is the fact that that software is on here now. So if I have to, I'm gonna uninstall the Wacom tab and uninstall like a few different pieces of software and just see if it's a software hardware issue. Um, but yeah, it's been really pissing me off because I got the pictures back from the illustrator to put into the book, and no way to get them from physical to digital as of right now. I do have two more options available to me. I have a handheld scanner, like that you set the thing down and then you just roll it across and then it automatically scans it in. I have that option, or I have another portable scanner thing that you plug in and you feed and it goes through. But I think that's mainly for pictures. Otherwise, I have an old school flatbed scanner still that is an amazing machine, and I know that it works, and I'll slap that bad bitch on here and see how to make it work. So, um, that's the technical crap that's going on right now. Monday was an absolute blast, said with every bit of sarcasm probable. Went to get up to go do my um, to go do a cold plunge with a friend of mine and get everything all set up. Got the water nice and hot. Like I had boiled some water, poured that whole thing of boiled water into the container, filled the rest up with hot water. This shit was ready to go. Wrapped it up in a towel, stuck it in my car, and go to get in my car. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Not right now. We're not doing this. I'm like, what the fuck? So I called my friend that I was supposed to go do the plunge or the cold plunge with. I was all, hey, listen, car isn't working. It's not starting right now. Blah, blah. Hey, you know what? Let me just show up and see if I can get you jump started. Okay, cool. So she puts her cables on or whatever. Wow, 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 wow. And we hear her car like start to bog down. I'm like, nope. She's like, I'm sorry, buddy. She's all, but I gotta go. I'm meeting up with people. I was like, not a problem. Just let me know when you're going through and doing it again, I guess. So had another friend come over. He's got a big truck. He just stuck it on there. Boom! I'm like, okay, we just needed a better battery. Got it. He's all, don't do anything else. Go straight to the automotive store and have them test your battery. I'm like, okay. Go to the automotive store. Guy comes out, hooks up the battery charger or the battery tester. The machine makes this bam, 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 bam noise and then goes blank. And he's like, what the fuck? So he did that 2 or 3 different times, adjusting stuff, like rubbing stuff off of the battery terminals, the whole 9 yards. And he's like, I think your battery is toast because um, the machine's not even picking it up. I'm like, great. Well, how much is this going to cost me? And he's all, well, at the very least, $79. At the most, $350. I was like, for a fucking battery? I was like, okay, let me go figure out the finances because y'all know I don't got that kind of money sitting around. So, anyways, figured some stuff out. Literally robbed Peter to pay Paul and mugged Mary to get this money and got that paid off. So currently I am super, super in debt right now. This month I already had expected to have to pay out at least $150. Yeah, 100. We'll just say $200. Okay, I already expected having to pay off $200. Um, I need to pay off the editor, who's also going to not only be doing the editing, but he's also going to be doing the formatting for the book to put it into ebook format, paperback format, hardback format. And it might just be that I ask him, how much it would be to just do uh, the conversion for it to go into ebook and to go into paperback, and then just leave it at that and not offer a hardback copy. So yeah, and I still haven't bought my ISBN numbers, so I could technically use the money that I have for the ISBN numbers, but I don't want to do that because that feels like lying and cheating, because I raised the money specifically for the purpose of publishing my book. The only other thing I can do is push back the publication of my book to December or maybe even January, and just hope for the best. I don't want to make any changes to the deadlines that I have established, because it will. It's already messing with me in the fact that things are not accomplished and not done the way that I had hoped for and wanted them to be. But yeah, I I don't know. So as of right now, I'm not going to be promoting the book much more, just because I don't know what the final outcome is going to be. If you're one of the people who have donated to the book, just know that's where I'm at right now, is that I have a lot of other more pressing issues that I need to take care of, and that it is weighing heavily on me. And with my depression and everything else, it's not something that I am taking lightly. Um, I've gotta figure it out. I'm still hopeful that November will be the publication date. I'm still hopeful that everything will take place as it's supposed to, and just go from there. So we'll see what happens. But for right now, I'm just kind of like meh about things. Yesterday, I I woke up and I hit the ground running. Like, I got so much shit done yesterday, it wasn't even funny. Um, I got uh, I got signed up with this program that helps you with your utilities, and I've been utilizing this program pretty much since day one of living here in Washington. Um, it it was probably about the middle of like 6 months into being here in Washington, after our residency got established, that I started looking into this program, or I found out about it some way or another. I can't remember exactly how it came about, but um, at the time, even living here with my sister, we qualified for that program. So, um, anyways, this program helps just pay your utilities throughout the year, and makes it a little bit more accessible to live on my own in an unsubsidized housing type of situation. There's only one apartment complex that does well. let me roll that back. There's 3 apartment complexes that include your power and your water and stuff like that. 2 of them are senior living, and one of them is a new it's a newer apartment building that is really nice. And I have a girlfriend who lives there. She got into them not too long ago, and I I'm gonna be going over to her house probably sometime Thursday to see if it might be a place that I'd like to go and look into. They have a super high turnover rate because the company who manages them also they deal with a lot of people who have substance abuse problems, and it's just one of those like, do I want to be around those type of people, or do I? And if I moved into that place, it would be so centrally located and convenient for me that it's not even funny. I would literally be half a mile from my niece and like maybe a mile from where my sister works. I'm right next door to a grocery store. And then across the street is my doctor's office. So if I had to and my car broke down or I couldn't do anything with my car, I could walk to the grocery store. I could walk across the street to go to the doctor's. Um, so there's a lot of pluses with moving um, uh, into this building, but there's also a lot of minuses too. So part of the minus is the fact that I've established myself here in this house for 16 years, and I don't really want to move from this because I know this house, but there's so much wrong with it that needs to be fixed or maintained and just taken care of. And I have a lot of shit that I would have to move. A lot of stuff. Um, just my Funko Pop collection alone would probably take up half of a U-Haul, not to mention the furniture and stuff that I do want to take, and just having to try to figure it all out. Also, I like the fact that I have multiple windows throughout the house. And with this apartment, depending on if I got an end unit or what, I may only have one window, and that would be the back sliding glass window, or the windows in the back of the apartment. Um, and I've never lived in an apartment as an adult by myself. So that has me worried because I'm kind of loud. And if I decide that I want to like vacuum my floor at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's what I do. That's just, there's times where I'm total insomniac and I can't like shut down to go to sleep. So I'll start working on a art project or something, and I'm using my Dremel and power tools and stuff like that in the middle of the night and listening to music. I can't do that in an apartment. Like, I have all of my Amazon Echo devices and my Google Home devices. And so when I say, hey, Lexi, play my favorites in the Everywhere group, the entire house lights up with music and starts playing it. I listen to my TV on loud because I have a surround sound system, and I like the bass and I like to hear it. And So that's all got to change too. And I just, I don't know. What One of the biggest pros is the fact that it is subsidized. So it goes base, it's like 10 or 15% of your gross monthly income. And so that would be nice because that would leave me with almost $700 extra a month to just take care of stuff. Like if I was living there right now, I wouldn't have to worry about the money for my book. I could just snap my fingers basically and have it all put together. Um, so there's a lot that I need to think about, and it sucks that I'm thinking about like moving yet again. Like, you know, earlier in the summer, I had thought about needing to move or whatever else, and I had planned on it and all that other stuff. Then, um, you know, things just kind of dragged their feet, and I lost the ability to get into the apartments that were available. And since then, I've fallen back in love with my home. I'm decorating it the way that the way that I think it would look the best. I am, for the most part, keeping up on top of stuff. Uh, the kitchen still looks like damn it to hell because, well, I use that like all the time. And there's stuff in boxes that just honestly need to go away. And I need to consolidate all the bullshit that's in the boxes and move it. A lot of the stuff that's in boxes is like canned goods and pantry stuff and things that I get from the food bank that I haven't put away yet. I have two boxes, and that's where that food lives. And I have a big milk crate full of spices, and that's where that stuff lives. And I have a spice cabinet. I have all the stuff like around. I also cleaned out an entire utility um, closet, and so I just need to get stuff put away and quit fucking around. But either way, a lot noodling around as per usual. Um, and a lot going on with the biological mother, a lot going on in my family just in general. So it's a whole damned if you do, damned if you don't, damned if you do situation. So, oh well, gotta try to make the best of it, right? So, anyways, I just realized that I have been yammering on for almost 24 minutes. So, I'm going to wrap this up so you guys can go on about your daily business. Thank you so much for listening to me and for tuning in. And give me your thoughts. What should I do about the book? Should I just go forward and publish it and do what I need to do with it? Or should I push it back a little bit further and work on it as I can? I would greatly appreciate your feedback. So, anyways, guys, I will talk to you all later. Bye.